What up, everybody? Thank you for joining the Ask Patman TV. Hashtag Ask Patman, hashtag APatman. While I have you here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button because we know something may come up and you have to exit out the video and may not get a chance to come back. So while you're here, go ahead. Tap that button. You ain't got to smash down and beat down on it. Just lightly touch it. And that's going to help support me along this YouTube journey, okay? I also want to ask, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And while you're there, go ahead and hit the notifications button so you can be notified when these videos are posted. Supposedly every Monday. You know, sometimes I miss a Monday or two, but forgive me, y'all. I know some of y'all be waiting on these videos, but it's just so much things we trying to do right now. But anyways, go ahead, thumbs up to help support your boy. Subscribe so you can get more videos, because once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to start posting twice a week. That will be Monday and another day. That other day, I'm not sure because we haven't reached that point yet. And while you're subscribing, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the notifications button. That way you can be notified when those videos are uploaded. And also, if you drop in the comments box and hit me up with APatman, then I will shout out your name, okay? So today we're going to be working on a leaking wash machine. Water is coming, or water is in your washroom, coming from somewhere, and you know it's the source from the wash machine. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to detect where this water can be coming from and how to fix it. Alright? Okay. So if you don't know where your water is coming from already and why the water is on the floor, I'm going to try to walk you through some things that you can do to hopefully find that issue and possibly fix it. So first we're going to start with the tube, your draining tube. So in the back of your wash machine, you have your water connections, your cold and hot water, cold, hot, and then you have your draining tube. So this is where the water, once it rinses and get ready to spin and let all of the dirty water out, this is where the water comes in, this is where the water goes out. Once you have that dirty water going out, it's supposed to flow through this tube down your draining hose there. Hose here, tube there, either way. Okay, now what you can do, you always want to check the easiest things before you start getting into the more complicated things. So if you have water on your floor, hopefully we can start here with you, and this will be the issue. Sometimes when that water is draining out, it drains out at a high pressure, and this hose can lift up and sometimes come out of this tube, and that will cause water to be in your washroom or wash area. So what you do, you just check this hose to make sure it's still down in that drain. If this hose is still in, you see all of that, it's still in that drain, then it's possible this isn't the issue. But sometimes water can still come out of this area due to your drain may be clogged, or it's just not draining properly. so it's still coming out through this area. So what you can do, if you just fill in here, there's no water, because it could be water coming from here as well, where the water comes in at your cold and your hot valve. So what you do, you just fill this area. See, this area is dusty, it's dry. So I know water isn't, my leak or this leak isn't from this area, this source. But what you can do, like I said, make sure you fill your wall, because if it's on the floor and it's coming from this area, it had to run down your wall. So there's no water on the wall. This area is real dry, so that's not the issue that I'm dealing with today. Okay, the next thing you want to go to is the door on the washing machine. So you want to open this door, and this right here, this rubber door, the water door guard or whatever it's called, this sometimes shifts. And this is the issue that I will be dealing with today. And I'm going to show you how to fix this. So I'm going to leave this for now and go to the next thing it could be. Alright, so you close your door back, and you want to go down to the bottom of the washing machine. And there's a door here. So you want to open this door. Let's see. There we go. And right in here, I don't know if you can see, right in here, this is your draining filter. So sometimes this can get full with hair, whether it's yours or dog fur. It can be cotton if you wash pillows. It can be pennies and paper towels from out of your pockets or something. Some type of coin or just paper. Receipts. It could be ink pen. So when your water drains out of your wash machine, before it goes to that back draining tube, it comes here, and this filter can be clogged sometimes. So what you do is, you know how they have those medicine caps where you gotta click it and you gotta press it down to actually get it off. Well, that's how this cap is. You gotta push it in, and you hear that click. So if it don't catch, it's not gonna come off. So this will be, for me, I would say right now, out of the 3 I've been showing you, this is the hardest thing to fix. Because this cap, see, if you're not pushing it, it's not catching. And it's just gonna turn. It's like a safety guard. But I know that's not the issue, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But yeah, what you would do, you would just take this off, clean that filter out, but have a towel on standby. So what you can do, this little hose right here still has water in it, because of course how the tube is ran in the back, due to its up and then down into the drain, all of the water doesn't flow all the way out. So there's still water in here. So what you can do, you can get you a little pan, a pail, take this cap off here, this little cap, take that cap off and let the remaining water drain into your little pail. You may have to dump it a few times. If you have a cup or something, you can use a cup. Just something that's going to allow this to flow easily into whatever you're using. Okay, then once that's empty, you want to open this. You may still have some water come out of here, so just have your towel on standby. Put that towel up under there, and you should be okay. Just take that cap off, pull that filter out, clean that filter, clean it up, put it back in, tighten it, close this, and you should be good. And while I was dealing with this filter, sometimes your wash machine, if it's not draining, man, oh Lord. Sometimes if your wash machine isn't draining, it will damn, this will be the cause of it. There we go. This will be the cause of it. So if your wash machine never fully drained to go into that dry position or that dry setting, this could be the cause of it. So you would just have to take this off again. Remember, just take this off, clean that out, and then your wash machine will be ready to go into its dry mode again. Okay? So don't worry. If your wash machine is not going into the dry mode and water is just still in your wash machine, you will have a lot of water to drain out of here at that point. But once you clean this out, your wash machine should be good. Okay? Alright. Okay, so let's fix the issue that I'm here to fix today. And that's the door. So, like I said, sometimes, let's sit down. Sometimes the water can leak from here due to this rubber shifting. And the cause of this rubber shifting is this spring, this wire spring. I don't know if you can see. There you go. So this thing can pop sometimes, and once this pop, you have to either replace it or you can probably just refix the one you currently have. But once that spring pops, if you don't replace that spring and you use your wash machine without that spring, it's possible. But the more you open and close your door, this rubber here will shift like this. You see that? See how it comes off track? And once that shifts, now water will come through because it's no longer, you don't have that guard anymore. So your washer door will be closed, but the rubber will be out of place, which will cause water to flow through from down and around your wash machine door. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the rubber back in position all the way around. Okay? It's better if I use two hands to do this. So let me just go ahead and just get it around this trimming all the way around. Okay? So it's there. And I just have to finish it around. And I'll be right back. Okay, so that took no time. So, like I said, I just put the trimming, I just put it back in position all the way around. And you can feel that trim that I showed you is here. And then the rubber felt here. Now you see this gap? This is where your wire is going to go. Right in there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the wire, put it on inside that gap. Alrighty. Now y'all see how that just slid in there. There's no way that we're just done. There's no way we're just done. You see how loose that is? This have to be tight to actually hold it. But let me show you that we will be okay once we put this on. So see, that spring is sticking out there, but the door still closes, and that's what we want. So once I tighten this wire, then we should be good. So what I have to do, I ordered this wire, but the wire is too big for this particular door. So what I have to do, I'm going to pop one side of this wire and make it shorter and rebend it like this is to hold the spring. So I'm just going to, excuse me, I'm going to open this a little bit, slide the spring down, and then rebend the wire and cut off the existing or the extra wire, okay? Give me 1 second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I open one side just a little bit for the spring to be able to slide out of there, okay? And now I can move the spring to where I need it. So how do I know where I need it? What I can do, you can always cut not enough, but you don't want to cut too much, because if you cut too much, there's no going back. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the spring, I'm going to put the wire back on the wash machine, if I can get it. Okay. And due to there's a spring on there, I can cut it and the spring will stretch if it is a bit tight. Okay. But what I'll do, so see if I can hold the phone there. What I can do, I can take this and just try to bend this wire here. Okay, so you see how it is now bent there, but it's still some slack. So you can just continue to bend. All right. Alrighty. So I know this is my little looping point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit under that and bend that some more. And that should give me enough that I need to have it tight. So I'm going to take a little bit from there and bend it a little bit more, okay? I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Okay, so that's a little snug there. So I can, like I said, due to it's a spring, I can actually go some more just to make it real. You see how that just slipped off? Just to make it a little bit more tight. Because you don't want that to come off while you're washing. Then you'll just be dealing with the leak again. Okay, so I'm going to bend it a little bit more where that curve is to make it a little bit more tighter. Alright. So you see my curve moved. So it came from here to now is here. So it was here and now it's here. So that should be pretty snug. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that and just bend this part down as the seal part. And then I will cut this remaining piece. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how, uh-oh. Give me 1 minute to finish this off. Okay, so that's nice and snug. See that? I just wanted to show you how snug that is before I cut the wire. So I'm gonna cut the wire, let you see where I'm cutting the wire, and then let you see how I reinsert it, put it back on. Okay, so it is snug, so it's not real easy to come off anymore, and that's a good thing. The reason why I'm cutting the wire, because that extra bent metal piece may stop the door from closing. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, it didn't.